I almost didn't turn on the audio, which would fucking suck. Anyway, let's open this thing. Let me show you what I bought. And this thing is actually faulty, and I'll try to repair it. Well, restore it, I guess. Because when you label it repair, nobody watches it. But when you label it restoration, fuck yeah. Nothing that a brute force cannot solve. Seriously. Okay. And there's like a bubble wrap in here. I do need to find some scalpels because I actually have them somewhere. I have no idea where though. I think it will be way easier with this thing. Yep. Wow. Seriously. This is the best package of a CD player like ever. Of a broken CD player, that is. So what I got in here is like a little piece of history, and I bought this thing for like 29 euros. CDJ-500s, and this is like a smaller version of a CDJ-500, I think. So you know what? This is in way better condition than I thought that it will be, seriously. And the guy told me that it does not read CDs, sorry. And wow, this thing is in way better condition than I originally thought it will be. So you know what, let's see if this thing turns on. But overall, fucking yeah. Well, let's see whether this thing will turn on. So, take a look at this thing, even the pitch is working perfectly. Now, the best part. No disc. It does not want to open. Why? Okay. I think that the Pioneer has the problem with the, with the buttons. They usually do. But it did open. Isn't this thing like the best thing ever? How awesome is this? And this is like I believe from 90s. So let me show you the player itself. And this was way small for the age. So yeah, this is jog. And okay, obviously no disc. You know, first of all, I'll try to delete the laser, but I do believe that I actually have the spare laser. So you know what? This is in way better condition than I thought that it will be. Let's see, is there like something that I can press in order to see whether the laser will actually show? Okay. So the laser is showing, but it does not look that dirty. Well, it is dirty, but it does not look that dirty. But let me show you the mechanism itself. Get a load of this. How awesome is this thing? Wait for it. Right? This is just no disc. Let's try to turn it off. Awesome. Okay, so you know what? First of all, I'll try to clean this thing just to see whether it's the dirty lens or whether it's actually fucked up. So you know what? I don't have Q-tips, but I have this thing, and I have this thing which is a portable speaker, which I'll be using, well, to test the CD player. But unfortunately, I do need to charge it because it's empty, but I think it can actually work on power, you know. Okay, so far so good. Auxiliary input. Seriously, I cannot turn the fucking speaker when it's... Wow. Fucking bozeh. It's charging, but I cannot turn it on. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see whether I can actually listen to this CD. Okay, can I turn it on now?
Audio aux.
Okay, audio aux. Let's see whether this thing will work. Might, it might not. No disc. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, it's not even trying to spin it. It says no disc. Yeah, okay, let's try to clean it. That will be. But the funny thing is, I actually think I have those lasers somewhere, and I can actually see the diode, so it is glowing red. You know what? Maybe I can actually focus this camera a bit better. So there we have it. Let's try to see whether this thing will work only after I clean it. I mean, it would be awesome, but let's be fair, I have doubts. But you know, you can never tell. By the way, I'm using this thing, which is 99% alcohol, which is, I can tell you right away, quite a sweet deal I bought off of eBay. I usually use it, for cleaning electronics and whatnot. To be honest, this laser does not look that dirty, but okay, it might have been a bit dirtier. Alright, let's take a look whether it will work now. I don't think so. No disc. Okay. But I think that this cable is actually quite dirty, so I'll try to clean the cable that goes to the laser, It looks like it's a bit dusty. And this laser resembles to the one in version 350 CDJ, I think. I might be wrong though. Okay. Nope. Let's try to modify that laser a bit, and this is the diode which is used for sorry, let me show you. There's like a diode in here, this one, which is used for amplifying it, but usually when you do that, that laser does not work very long. But you know what, fuck it, let's see if you amplify this thing a bit, what will happen, Okay, see, it's already spinning. Let's see whether... So now we have an error, but okay. That means that it is actually only problem with laser, and that is fixable. Let's try to amplify it a bit more, just out of curiosity. Nope, still error. The CD itself, the laser, is actually 30 bucks. So I'll get the entire CD player for 50 bucks. Euros, bucks, whatever. Which is gonna be awesome. So you know what? I'll actually open everything and I'll clean this thing. This thing is so fucking beautiful. This is awesome. Looks way better. There are actually quite big specks of dust inside, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And you know what? We'll disassemble this thing. There are only 4 screws, and I believe that the entire top part will pop off. And basically that is all I need, because well, to clean the display. And we'll see how good the display will get, Okay. Yes. How awesome is this? Now, I was wondering, is there any other marking on the laser, but I cannot see it. I'll unscrew these screws, but before I do that, I'll actually remove. Can I remove this thing? Yes, I can. Okay. Unfortunately, this thing will not be repaired today. However, it will be cleaned. So, yeah. And it's kind of cool that everything is, properly labeled. So there is like a test, the name of the board, eject, Q, everything. Well, not anymore, Okay. This screw seems to be different. It goes in here. Okay. I need to remove the play button. Okay. What else do I need to remove? Okay, I need to remove the ground wire. And there's another ground going in here, so another ground. And everything is so perfectly grounded, it's, wow, awesome. Okay, I think I'll need to remove this thing as well. And just so that I can probably remove these wires. Yeah, but this kind of sucks, you know? Because how can I now remove the panel that goes there, you know? This is sucky. Yeah, but seriously, this sucks so much. So, the display itself was not that dirty, but I think that this thing inside will be... This thing is horrible, seriously. If I didn't break anything, I will be so happy. But this thing will be clean no matter what. So yeah, I cut myself cleaning this fucking stupid CD player. Let's see whether this thing is dirty or not. Okay, it's not that dirty, but I think... we'll see. Whatever. So, I'm back and yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna screw this thing in and let's see what will happen, you know. I did clean it and let's see how good this thing actually will be, but I think that it will be awesome. Yeah. Okay. The other one goes in there. Okay, and both of those go in here. Okay. So let's try to connect this thing back and let's see how clean the display will be now, you know. But I think it will be awesome, you know. I get a feeling that that thing will be fucking A. Okay. There we have it. Now let's try to turn it on. I mean, the CD is still inoperational, but I think that the display will be beautiful. It's fucking same. Well, that sucks. This is the version 69 and the other one has 67, and I'm not quite sure whether these are the same. They do look the same, but we'll see. Maybe they have different onboard components. And I'm not quite sure where's the blob to desolder. I don't see it anywhere, because this thing should have a blob to desolder, but I don't know. Anyway, let's try to put this one into the CD player and let's see whether it will work or not. So I'll need to remove this one, which is again 67, and this one is 103, and this one is the same, so I believe that these components actually might be the same. So let's see whether I can well, migrate this thing, I guess. Okay, pull this thing up, remove this thing, and I believe all I need to do is unscrew this screw, which would be awesome if only one screw is holding me from changing this laser. However, you know, who knows. Okay, there is one screw in here as well. Okay, so I'll loosen it and I think I can just, yes, I can actually wiggle this thing out. And I think that I might need to yeah, move this thing, so these couple of screws, and that's basically it. And you know what, I don't want to be pressing on the optics, so I will be yeah. And there usually is a blob for unsoldering it, but I don't see it in here, so you know, maybe this one does not have it. Move this thing inside. This was actually quite easy to replace, and I do hope it does work, you know. But it would be awesome because I really love this CD player. I had it, well, a friend of mine had it and he borrowed me. I used to DJ a lot with this CD player. So this thing would be kind of cool to have, you know, as part of the history, you know. Okay, let's see. But again, it might not work because components might be different, but I mean, they do not look different, I can tell you that right away. Okay. Okay, CD. This thing is working. So you know what? I need to connect the speakers just to see whether this thing is actually A-okay or not. Yes. I'm gonna get my speaker, just a second. Yes. This thing is actually working. This is like the best investment ever. I think overall 50 bucks, maybe even less. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. But yeah, and yeah, sorry about the noise. This is awesome. Yeah, this was the cheapest repair there is, and I really did think that that I'll have to change the components from this one, this resistor, and there's like, I think, a capacitor or whatever, but no, they're the same. So basically it's the same laser. Well, I hope you like this video. I will disassembling this thing to clean it better, but it's just way too big hassle, and this thing is, I guess, good enough. I need to clean this thing a bit and maybe oil it a bit, just because now it's not jumping up the way it used to, because this foam is falling apart. So but yeah, I mean, it works, and this thing will be a cool add-on to my collection, because this is, as I said, a part of history, and quite a nice one, I guess. Well, until the next time, if you like this video, please click thumbs up. If you did not, you know what to do. If you have any questions, always ask them down below. And yeah, that's it. I'm actually repairing the two MK3 turntables. They were like 110 volts, and the guy, well, let's just say we live in a place where 220 is standard. Anyway, the power brick exploded, and I'm changing it. So this thing will, I think, be my next video. I actually bought from Italy, I believe, the newer version of the power supply, not the original Technics, but the improved one, toroidal, and that might actually be quite cool. Anyway, yeah, this is it for this video. Bye bye.